السلام عليكم. آه، معكم مهندس سلمى محجوب من قسم قيد المهندسين في بلدية مدينة أبو ظبي. بحب أرحب بالحضور. أشكر الجميع على حضور الورشة. Hi everyone, my name is Engineer Salma. I'm from Engineers Registration Section in Abu Dhabi Municipality. Thank you all for joining us today. Today will be a special uh, workshop in English. Lots of customers have been asking for a workshop in English. Just we will conduct the workshop after 5 minutes. We will give some time for other people to join us. If you can bear with us only for 5 minutes. Can you please confirm that you can hear me very well? If you can write down in the question and answer inbox. Just my voice is clear and everyone is hearing me. Hi again. Thanks a lot for the people who confirmed that my voice is clear. I would like to welcome everyone who's attending now the workshop. This is Engineer Salma from Engineers Registration Section in Abu Dhabi Municipality. Today we are going to speak about all the services for the engineers registration in CAM platform. and we will give a live demonstration about how to apply for one of the services, which is request to issue a license card for the first time. First of all, for the engineers licensing system, we have three categories. One of them is still under process, it's not activated yet, and two are activated. The first one is the intern engineer, which is the engineer who has a bachelor degree in engineering and he or she has an experience less than 3 years. And there's the second category is the practicing engineer. This is an engineer with a bachelor degree with an experience more than 3 years, 3 years and more. The last one is the specialized engineer, which is not activated yet. This one is a category that is still under process. You have to be a practicing engineer for 1 year, and you have to pass all the professional qualification test in order for you to be registered as a specialized engineer. For the degrees, we have two types of registration card. The first one issued for 2 years. This is in case you have an equivalency certificate issued by UAE Ministry of Education. And in case if you don't have the equivalency and the equivalency is still under process or under study with the UAE Ministry of Education, you will be able to get a 6-month card, which is a temporary registration card. And it's renewable for another period, also 6 months, until you get the equivalency from Ministry of Education. These are the list of services on TAM platform. We have 7 active services. The first one is request to issue an engineer license. This is for the engineers who are going to apply for the first time. And there are 2 categories under the request of issue. The first one is if you have the equivalency, then the system will direct you to get a 2 years card. And if you don't have the equivalency, the system will direct you to get a temporary registration card. The second service is the request to amend an engineer license. In order, if your registration card is still valid and not expired yet, and you want to amend any information in your registration card, for example, you have changed the company, or if you want to add more specialties, or if you want to change the license information in the same company, then you have to apply for the second service, which is amend engineer license. As I have mentioned, this amend engineer license is only active, or you can apply for amend in case your registration card is valid. If your registration card is expired, you will not be able to apply for amend. You have to renew it first, which will lead us to the third service, which is request to renew an engineer license. Request to renew is a license, a service. You can apply in 2 cases. For example, if you have suspended the registration card and you want to activate it again, then you have to apply for a renew. Or in case it's expired, then you have to apply for review. The fourth service is request to suspend an engineering license. Suspend, this is for the non-local engineers. They are going to travel outside UAE for good. They don't know when they are going to be back to UAE again. So in order for them to avoid any penalties, they have to apply for request to suspend an engineer license. We have some engineers who are applying for suspend in case they are going to change the company. This is not correct. Suspend is only if you are going to leave UAE, you don't know when you are going back to UAE, so you have to apply for suspend. If you are going to change the company, you have to apply for amend application. The fifth service is the status update of engineer temporary license. This service you can apply in two cases. For example, if you want to extend the temporary registration card for another 6 months. The second type is if you are going to apply for a permanent registration after getting the equivalency from UAE Ministry of Education. Sixth type of service, we have a to whom it may concern certificate or engineer license. This is an immediate service. You can apply them anytime. The engineer license, only you can apply them if you have an approved application. It will give you a detailed, the same as the CV. It will give you a detailed information of all the approved information inside your profile. And then the last service, which is engineer invitation request status update. Under this service, you will find two types, either to extend the invitation, because as you have, I don't know, and most people here, you know that the invitation for 1 month, when the company send an invitation to the engineer, mostly it's for 1 month. You have to finish the process of uh, doing the amendment in your registration card. If 1 month is still not enough for you and you need to extend, then you have to apply for invitation request status update. Or for example, if you have to cancel the invitation that was sent by the company, then you can apply for this service. Then we have two services that's submitted by the company or the system for from the classification system for the company, which is inviting an engineer to move to a technical staff. And the second one is request to cancel the assignment of the engineer role. These two services cannot be applied by the engineer's STEM portal. No, it must be applied by the company's STEM portal. This is the TAM platform, and you can see here all the link of the TAM, which is www.tam.abu-dhabi. It has all the list of engineers registration services, all the services I mean. You can log in here and buy your UAE pass, and then you can apply for all the services. Just please make sure that your UAE pass is active in order for you to be able to apply. We will give now a live demonstration about how to apply for the services. Just give me 5 minutes to log into the system. As you can see here, this is the website or the portal, the platform of UAE Pass. Sorry, sorry, UAE TAM website. Now we will log in by the UAE Pass. They're asking for clarification or confirmation. Perhaps verify. Okay, as you can see here, this is the button. We go to search here, and we will write engineer, for example. We will have all the list of the services belongs to engineers. For example, this is engineer invitation, um, request to issue. This is it for the first time. Here's the amend engineer license. We have a renew, suspend, invitation status. Or you will find all the services here. We will go now, or we will apply for request to issue. Let's go for the service. Okay. It will give you a brief about the documents, the required documents. Okay. For sure, it's zero, no cost, zero fees. This is the steps, terms and services. Terms of the service, I mean, you can go through them. Now we will apply. Just go with the, as you can see here, the issue, the service will take 5 working days. Just go for the start. Okay. The system will ask you a few questions before he decide either to let you go for to apply for two years card or a temporary registration card for 6 months. So he will ask you a few questions. First of all, he will ask you a type of engineering educational qualification. Maybe it's better to minimize the screen so it will be much clearer. Okay. Request to issue, now the type of engineering educational certificate. We have to answer either it's a Bachelor of Architecture and Engineering, Bachelor of Arts, Science of Architecture, Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor of Science and Engineering, or any other degree. In this example, for example, we will take Bachelor of Engineering as a civil engineer, let's say. Bachelor of Engineering, this if you are electrical, mechanical, chemical, any other specialization, you can choose Bachelor of Engineering. If you have a degree in architectural engineering, then you choose the first. In this example, we will choose Bachelor of Engineering as a civil engineer. Okay. Now he will ask you the educational institute providing the engineering qualification. Yeah, the university is issued, or the university is inside UAE or outside UAE. or it's UAE University or Higher College of Technology. If it's outside UAE, the system will ask you for different documents to upload other than UAE University or a private institution inside UAE. In this example, we will choose outside UAE. Then we'll press on next. And then the system asks us, have you obtained the Bachelor of Engineering degree equivalency? We will say yes. And then the system will ask, please select the academic program duration. We have to choose the duration of study. Either it's 1 year of study, 3 years of study, 4 years, or 5 years. If you are a bachelor degree in architectural or architectural engineering, the only years of study allowed for you to be registered is the 5 years of study. If you are less than 5 years, you will not be able to register at the time being. Okay. So we will choose 5 years of study. We will go to the next. Okay, based on your answers, you will be redirected to request to issue engineer registration card service. Are you sure? Yes. Anytime you want to change the questions you have already answered, you can go to the previous and go to the previous question, or you can change it from here. These are all the questions you have already answered. You can press on change and you will change the answer. Now we will press on next. Okay, now terms and conditions. It's mandatory to read and accept all the service policy. I will press on acknowledge that I have read. Okay, I have to download first. It will take me to the ethics, engineering ethics, system and ethics engineering practice. You have to save it and read it carefully. Then we will go back to the system. We will press on I acknowledge that I have read, confirm. Then also I have acknowledged the reads, the rules, confirm. I have read and accept engineering agreement condition, confirm. I have downloaded and read the engineer's charter and ethics. Okay, and then we will submit. You are eligible to apply for the lesson. Next. Okay, these all professional profile details. Okay, this is all taken from Emirates ID, so it's fixed. The only thing that you can change is the mobile number and the email address. If your mobile number is different in the Emirates ID, then you can change it here. We will keep them as the same. The first document the system is asking us to upload is the criminal certificate. This is issued by UAE Ministry of Interior. We will select a file. We can select anything. Okay, anything you can select, any PDF file. Okay, we'll go to next. Then here we will download the documents for the qualification. First, we have to enter the information. We will press on add qualification. We will put the details of the university and the qualification. First of all, you have to put the bachelor degree information. If you have a master, you can put it in the next step. For us, the most important thing is the bachelor degree. If you have a master, you can add it if you want. If you don't want, it's not mandatory. But bachelor is mandatory for you to upload. Okay. So the type is fixed engineering specialty. We will choose the country of where we took the certificate from. Let's say, for example, anywhere, Jordan. An institution name, let's say Jordan University, and English first. And then an institution name in Arabic. Okay, and then the graduation date, we will choose from here. Let's choose, for example, 2014, November 12th. It's engineering education qualification is fixed based on our choice, the beginning of the application. Then bachelor degree, let's say bachelor in civil. Sorry, English. Okay, in Arabic. Okay, and then the main specialty you have to choose. In our example, we took the bachelor in engineering, so we will choose the first choice, which is civil engineering. As you can see here, we have a lot of sub-specialization under civil. So, for example, if you have a bachelor of, let's say, communication engineering, it's not listed in the main specialty. Don't worry, you will find it under the electrical engineering main specialization. As you can see here, we have communication engineering. For example, you have AC bachelor in AC, air conditioning. You will find it under mechanical engineering, air conditioning and ventilation. For example, you have automotive engineering, ships engineering. So not all the engineering specialty, you will find them in the main specialty. Always look into also the subspecialty. In this case, we will choose civil as a main and civil as a subspecialty. Okay. Then we will press on, I heard confirm. The system will ask us to upload the educational qualification documents because it's a university outside UAE. The system will ask us to upload the certificate plus the equivalency. If the university is located inside UAE, which is a private university, the system will ask us to upload the certificate plus attestation from UAE Ministry of Education. If it was, or it is UAE University or higher college, the system will ask us only to upload the certificate document only. So in this case, we will upload the certificate and the equivalency. Okay. Choose anything. A document. And test. Okay. And then we will press add. Oh, technical error. Something went wrong. Please try again. Okay, maybe something with the system. So we will try again. We will add the qualification. Took us out of the application. Just be aware that if you open the application as a draft, it will always be there. So don't worry. Even if something happened like this and you didn't submit the application, you would always find what you have entered in the system saved in your application. Maybe down portal there is something. Let's refresh better. Taking time. I cannot suppose there's an active transaction. Okay, because this one is already, we have already created this application. So we will, this is the same application we have created. We go to actions, continue. Okay, you can see here that the documents are still there. Next. Okay, this is the information of the university we have entered. Next. Okay, now we will enter request the continuity of work field. Okay, this is the information of the company you are working in now. Just be aware of this one. This is not the information of the previous experience. No, this is only for the current company you are working now. If you are not working, you can choose one of these options, which is residence in UAE and currently unemployed. If you are working, you will choose practicing engineer in the Emirates of Abu Dhabi, or if you are working in another Emirates, or if you are an engineer outside Europe. Okay, we will choose here practicing engineering in the Emirates of Abu Dhabi. Engineering specialty, it's already been fixed because we have entered the information of the qualification, engineering qualification as a civil engineer. So you don't have any other options to choose from. Okay, then Abu Dhabi is fixed. You will choose the city. We will choose here Abu Dhabi. Working source type. At the time being, we only register under these 5 working source types: government, government firm, government entity or firm outsource, contractor, or engineering consultant. Okay, so we will choose, for example, a contracting company, and then the system will ask you if you are owner, partner, or engineer. Engineer is fixed. If you are extra owner also, you can click on owner. The information and the documents required will vary if you have chosen as if you have you choose to be also registered as a partner or as an owner. Okay, so you have to choose it very well, carefully. In this case, we will put only as an engineer among the technical stuff. Then the role is fixed. License type, we will choose here commercial, regular, and then economic license number. We will put here the economic license number. Just wait for a minute. Leave information. Okay, the system will get all the information from DED, which is the Department of Economic Development, which he will get the information. The system will get the information as the organization name in English and Arabic, and also the address. Okay, and also the activity commercial name. Okay, and then what we have to do is what we will put the employment details. Engineering profession, we have only one option that matches the civil engineer, which is building construction of all types. we have some issues. For example, the engineer can't find any engineering profession in the list. In this case, it means that the company doesn't have an activity that matches the engineer specialization. For example, in this trade license, it has only one activity, which is all kinds of building contracts. If the engineer, for example, is a chemical engineer, then the list here will be empty. He will not find anything because this activity doesn't require a chemical engineer. Okay, here in the employment details, the labor contract start date and end date. These dates will be taken from Mohri letter, Mohri, which is Ministry of Human Resource. You will put the first the contract first date and the contract end date, as mentioned exactly in Mohri letter. For example, let's put here 21, 2nd of November, the end date, let's say 24 November 3rd. Okay. And then electronic work permit type. We have 3 types, only 2 are accepted. Part-time is not accepted. So be aware of this point because we have lots of engineers applying for the registration with a part-time, and we always reject them or ask them to modify or change the labor contract. We only accept either new, renew, or temporary registration card. We will put here new and press on next. Okay, the system will ask us now to download the documents. As you can see here, I can't open or press on any of these documents. First of all, we have to download the template of to whom it may concern letter. We have to fill it electronically, not manually. We have to fill all the information, sign and stamp by the company, and then upload in the system. After downloading the sample, you can see here we are now able to upload any documents that are the system is asking us to upload. Because this example is an engineer only, the system will ask the engineer to upload 4 documents, which are the sample of to whom it may concern, labor card, Mohri letter, and electronic work permit information. So this certificate, after signing it and stamping it from the company, you will download it in this field. Okay. And then the labor card, I mean, we will also choose from here. You have to make sure that it's valid and under the same company you are registering yourself under. And then the Mohri letter, you have to make sure that the Mohri letter is issued less than 1 month, or it will be returned back for modification to attach newly issued letter. Okay, and then the electronic work permit information. Also, you can get it from the Mohri website. You can go to the services, inquiry services, and then choose the service as electronic work permit information, enter the labor card number, and then you will get the information. After downloading all the required documents, we will go to next. We will press, I mean, on next. Okay. This is very important field, and lots of engineers forget to upload or put in information. And because they are forgetting to put in information, they are getting an intern registration card. So please put your previous professional experience details, even in the same company. Till yesterday, the system consider the working experience as a previous professional working experience, even if it's in the same company. Okay. For example, if you have been working in the company for 10 years, you can put the dates of the experience in the same company from the start until yesterday. This is very important. Okay. Now we will add the information for the previous professional. We will press on add. Okay. Now we will put the experience. I have, let's say that I am working in the same company. I am working in the same company since 10 years back, 10 years ago. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put the start date. So it's since 2013. Let's say choose another date, 1st of March 2013. End date, I will put it as yesterday. The system will not allow me to put any information from today forwards. So we can choose any previous dates. So I will put until 15. The country, United Arab Emirates. I'm putting the same information as my current company. So it will be in UAE, Abu Dhabi. Specialty, it's fixed civil engineer, I mean. Working source type, it's a contractor. I'll put the same trade license number. I'm working as an engineer, source type, commercial license regular, and then I'll put the same number. Then retrieve information from DED, Department of Economic Development. Company's name in Arabic and English are displayed now. And then I will choose the engineering profession, which is the same as my choice in the continuity of work, which is building construction. Then I confirm. Start date is less than graduation. Oh, sorry. This is a very important thing because I have chosen graduation date as November 2014. So we will change the start date. We will put it 2015. Always look into the errors or the message appears for you in the error. It will give you a very detailed, not detailed, but it will give you a information about what's the error is or what's the mistake I have done. For example, I have done a mistake here that the start experience is before the graduation. So I have to choose here from the system different graduation, different experience date after the graduation. Okay, I confirm. Okay. Now the system is asking me to upload the documents, which is the certificate experience plus the documentation experience. This experience is inside UAE. Inside UAE, we only ask a private sector. Inside the private, the system will ask us to download 2 documents. If it's a government experience inside UAE, the system will only ask us to download or to upload, the experience certificate. If you are working, if your previous professional experience is from outside UAE, for example, you have been working in your company for 10 years in your mother country, then the system will ask you to download, to upload the certificate experience plus attestation from UAE Embassy and UAE Foreign Affairs. Okay, so we will choose here the experience certificate and then the documentation, which will be the Muhri letter. Muhri letter will include all the details of the previous companies I have worked in with each, it will include the company's name, start date, end date, and the designation or the job title. Okay, just please be, when you enter the dates in the system here, you have to make sure that the start and end date of the experience match the dates mentioned in movie letter. This is very important. I'm trying to give you highlights to avoid uh, giving or putting wrong information in your application. Okay, always choose these dates, the start and end date, same as Muhri letter, because we will compare. Okay, after uploading the documents, we will press on add. And also, don't put all the information of all the companies you have worked in one field. No, you have to divide them. Divide each company alone. Each company has its own documents, own information, own working source type. For example, you have an experience in a contracting company. After 2 years, you have moved to consultant office. So each one has its own information and documents. So you have to put each one alone. So if you want to add another company experience, I can press on add previous experience, and I can add more companies. Okay, but in this example, we will only add one. We will go to back, cancel. Okay, anytime I want to modify the information I have entered here, I can press on edit button. Anytime I want to delete, not anytime, as long as it's a draft and not approved. This is very important. If it's approved, you can't do anything. You can't modify or you can't delete. Anytime while it's a draft, you will be able to modify or delete. Okay? If experience is approved, you will not be able to do anything. Okay, we have added only one experience. Let's go to next step. Okay, now the system is asking us to review the license. We will open the PDF file. It will show you the sample of the registration card that it will be issued to the engineer. For example, you feel like there is something wrong with the engineering profession or the company name, you want to modify anything, you will be able to go back, pressing back, and then modify the information. Okay, now for me, the card is okay. I will press on acknowledge and then press on submit. I will not submit this application because this is not the system It's only to show you the process of applying for the registration card. I want to show you also uh, type of amend application that you can apply for. Okay, let's go for engineer. Amend engineer license. Okay, amend engineer license. It will not show us. We will not be able to start because we don't have a profile. As you can see, access denied. Also, I have a draft application and I don't have a registration for this UAE pass. There is no any registration approved yet. So I can't amend something. But if you want to apply for amend application, you will find many type of amend application. You will find add engineering specialty, change company, change license information within the same company, add working experience, add documentation for the working experience, and then calculate acquired years within the same company. These are the 6 type of amend application you can choose from. You can choose 2 or 3 of these types, or you can choose only one. It depends on what you want to amend exactly. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't show you a live example because I have mentioned that this UAE Pass account doesn't have an approved application. Okay, let's go back to our presentation. Just let me switch the sharing. Okay. Okay. Now we went through the request to issue registration card. Okay. The difference between the permanent registration card and the temporary registration card will be mentioned for you now. First of all, in the temporary registration card, we will not ask you for equivalency. You have to submit a letter or a request status update. It's issued by UAE Ministry of Education. Um, this is what this is will be issued for you if you have applied for equivalency and your application is under process. It's not yet issued the equivalency, but they are studying your case and studying your documents. Second difference is in the continuity of work field, we have only 2 types of working source type. If you are working in government or government firm, you are not allowed to apply for a temporary registration card. Only if you are working for a contractor or a consultant office, you will be able to apply for temporary registration card. Okay. In the temporary registration application, you will not be able to upload the previous professional experience. This is very important. You have to know. You will only upload the continuity of work information and the engineering qualification information. Only these 2. Okay. Previous professional experience, you will be able to upload them after getting the equivalency and transferring your card from temporary to permanent registration. Okay. And then the temporary registration card is valid only for 6 months from the date of the issuance and can be extended only for one time. After the first 6 months, you can apply for either extend another 6 months or have a 2-year card. And then if you get another extended period, you can't apply again for 6 months. You have to apply for permanent and you have to get the equivalence certificate. Okay, now these are the documents required. It's divided into many categories. First one is the general requirements. Okay, so just maximize the screen. Okay. First, the system might ask you for a valid Emirates ID. Not all the applications the system will ask you for this one. Um, it might ask you for a valid Emirates ID, or you can attach the renewal proof of what's called the proof of renewal, or it's under process. That's the Emirates ID is under process. Okay. Then the system will ask you for a good certificate of good conduct with a clearance certificate issued by UAE Ministry of Interior. We have some applications that the engineers attach clearance certificate from Abu Dhabi, from Dubai Police. Unfortunately, it's not accepted. We only accept UAE Ministry of Interior. And then you have to upload for a bachelor degree certificate. This is in case it's a UAE university or Khalid College University inside UAE. In case the university or the engineer studied the university outside UAE, he must apply, he must download, sorry for that. He must upload the certificate plus the equivalency. And in case the engineer studied inside UAE, but in private universities, he must upload the certificate plus the attestation from UAE Ministry of Education. And in case if it's a temporary registration card, as I've mentioned before, the system will not ask you for the equivalency. The system will ask you only for a status update for the application that you have applied in UAE Ministry of Education. Okay. In case you are an architectural engineer, the system will ask you for an extra document, which is the proof of study. You have to prove that you have studied 5 years, total 5 years, as an architectural or architectural engineering. You can upload the what's called the transcript. The transcript, it has a full details of the years of study. Okay. In some cases, we will ask you to attach the membership card issued by UAE Society of Engineers. Not in all the degrees. It depends on if you are a Bachelor of Technology or Bachelor of Technology in Engineering. In this case, it's a mandatory for you to upload or to attach the membership card issued by UAE Society of Engineers. And also, if you are registered under a company in other Emirates, for example, you are working in Dubai, Sharjah, or Ajman, any other Emirates than Abu Dhabi, it's a mandatory for you to attach the UAE Society of Engineers. Okay. Also, if you are working in another Emirates, you have to attach a registration card issued by another Emirates. Okay. The requirements for engineers working in a private sector, we will ask you for 4 documents in the continuity of work field. You have to attach your labor card. You have to attach the approved sample that you have downloaded. As I've mentioned, I have showed you the approved sample. You have to attach it. Make sure that it's filled correctly, signed and stamped by the company. And then you will attach a Muhri letter, which is which will include a table of all the companies you have worked in and also the company you are working in now. And the system also will ask you to attach the electronic work permit information. This one will be down, you will get it from the website of Mohri directly. Again, I will show you the steps, or I will tell you the steps. You go to the Mohri letter, choose services, and then inquire services, and then you will choose the type of service, electronic work permit information. You will put the labor card number, and then you will get this electronic work permit information, all the details. Okay. Now, in case you are working in the government sector, the system will ask you for your residence permit. Okay. It should be under the government sector you are working in, or you want to register yourself under. And then it will ask you for a letter from the government, in a government entity you want to register under. Okay. If you are working as an outsourced employee, then you have to attach also a letter from the outsourced company. Okay. And then we have to attach also a letter from the company you are working in, the government company you are working in as an outsource. Plus, for sure, the system will ask you for Mohri letter from Ministry of Human Resources. This is in case you are an outsourced employee. And then if you want to register yourself as a technical manager, just be aware that technical manager only allowed in consultant offices. If you are working in a consultant office, you will find the option to be registered as a technical manager. But if you are a contractor, if you are working in a contracting company, you will not find this option. Okay. For technical managers, we will ask for power of attorney attested by notary public, and we will ask for signature approval attested by notary public also. Power of attorney, you have to make sure that power of attorney from all the partners of the company. In case, or if it's a branch of company outside UAE, then the power of attorney will be issued outside UAE, attested from UAE embassy there, and then UAE Foreign Affairs, and it will be issued by the mother company outside UAE. And then the system will ask for the approved sample of to whom it may concern letter, and then the Mohri letter, which it includes the experiences of the previous and current experience, and then the electronic work permit information. Okay. If you are a partner or the owner of the company and you want to register yourself as a partner, the system will ask you to upload or to attach the trade license, a copy of a trade license, and then if you are non-local, then you have to attach the residency, and it must be under the company you want to register yourself under. If you are, then you have to attach proof of share. This will be done by attaching the commercial registry certificate issued by Department of Economic Development. Just make sure that it's issued less than 15 days. It should be newly issued. If you are going to be registered as a partner plus engineer, your share percentage should not be less than 15%. This is very important. If it's less than 15%, the system will not allow you to register as a partner and an engineer. You can only be registered as a partner. Okay, and then the system will ask you for to whom it may concern letter. And then if you are going to if you are going to put the experience, the previous experience in the previous professional experience field, you were before a partner in a company, the system will ask you for these documents, which are the trade license, commercial registry, your previous resident visa, and then the proof of the partnership ratio also. Okay, these are the documents required if you are going to add the previous professional experience. You will have to upload, sorry, you have to attach the previous work experience, at whom it may concern letter, which is the Mohri letter, with the table of the companies you have worked in. And then if your experience um, certificate is issued outside UAE, you have to attest it from UAE Embassy and UAE Foreign Affairs. Okay. If you want to enter, if you want to enter the previous professional experience as a partner for a previous company you were working, you were a partner in, then you have also to attach canceling or amending the commercial license from the previous company. This is in case you are a partner. You were a partner, I mean, before in the previous one. Okay, these are the contact information for the registration section. You are free to call us in the free number, or send us an email through our cfu@adm.gov.ae, or you can apply a request for information through our Smart Hub application, Smart Hub website. You can take a picture of these three ways of communicating with us. Okay, last thing, this is if you can scan this barcode, I mean QR code. And this is a survey for the workshop of today's workshop. If you can please, anyone is joining us, try to fill out the survey. If you have any comments, if you have any idea or any topics that you want to talk through, you want us to give you more information about, just please write it down with the survey, and we will be happy to have a special workshops explaining any information you want to have more details about. So I encourage everyone who's attending the workshop to fill out the survey. We have reached the end of the presentation, but we still have time for questions. Feel free to ask any questions you want. And thank you so much for bearing with me. I hope I delivered the information clearly for you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. You will find the section for questions and answers, and we will go through them now. Okay, someone is asking, we are trying to renew the engineer license. And in the continuity of work, the bracket employment status, it's not activated, so we cannot go to the next. Okay. If you are going to renew the engineer license, you can't modify any information in the continuity of work. Okay. If you want to change the employment status, you have to apply for renew. For example, you have left the company. You joined another company. What you will do, you will apply for renew engineer license and choose change company. And this, if you have chosen change company, the system will allow you to change the employment status. Either you are employed at the time being, or you are living in Abu Dhabi and not employed, or if you are, for example, went to another Emirates, joined a company in another Emirates. So as long as you are applying for renew without change, the system will not allow you to change anything in the continuity of work field. Mr. Amran is asking how to get the equivalency certificate. The equivalency certificate, you have to get it, or you have to contact UAE Ministry of Education, and they will give you exactly what are the documents required to get the equivalency certificate. Also, Imran is asking, is it mandatory, as I did my bachelor in civil engineering from Mumbai, India? Engineer Imran, it's mandatory if you are going to be registered as a permanent registration card. You will get a permanent registration card. It's mandatory to get the equivalency at the time being. Okay? You can apply for example, you can apply at the time being for a temporary registration card until the equivalency is issued. But at the end, you will have to get the equivalency certificate. Either you will get it now or after 6 months, you have to get it. So I advise you to apply now because sometimes it takes time to get the equivalency. Mr. Hashim is saying, is it possible to register Bachelor of Interior 4 years course? Mr. Hashim, unfortunately, no, you can't. For any architectural engineering degrees, it must be 5 years of study at the time being. Okay, someone asking for the QR. Okay, I will go back to the presentation and put the QR. Sorry for that. Okay. Dear Imran, also okay. Mandatory, the equivalency, yes, it's mandatory if you are going to be registered as a permanent, with a permanent registration card. You can get, again, you can get a temporary registration card until you finish the process of the equivalency. Also, Amran is asking because I have seen in CAM application that there is no option of yes and no. In Amran, there was an option. The system in the beginning, in the beginning of the process of applying the application, the system had a question: do you have the equivalency, yes or no? In the beginning steps, you will find it. Okay. Engineer Hani Faraj is asking, thanks for the useful information during this workshop. Please, if I worked before in UAE since 10 years ago, Now, how can I prove the previous experience for the past period I have worked in UAE? Okay, if it's a private companies, you will get a letter from Ministry of Human Resource, which is Mohri. You will get a letter from them stating, not stating, it will have a table of all the information, all the companies you have worked in. This is how you prove the previous experience. Can I request for a copy of this presentation? Yes, for sure. You can send us an email to cfu@adm.gov.ae and ask for a copy of the presentation, and we will be glad to send you a copy. We are trying to change it, but because of the employment status is not active and empty, you are unable to go next. Delete this draft, engineer. Delete this draft and open another new draft. Open renew and choose change company. And register yourself, then you will be able to change the employment status. Anyone is asking for a presentation of a copy of the presentation, please send us an email and we will, inshallah, we will send you a copy. Engineer Mahmoud is saying minimum experience for civil engineer card issuance. Engineer Mahmoud, for us as a registration section, we register any engineer even if you don't have an experience, even if you are a fresh graduate, we will register you. The difference is what if you are putting experience less than 3 years, you will have an intern registration card. If you have added 3 years and above experience, then you will have practicing in registration card. This is the difference. Okay, but even if you are a fresh graduate, don't worry, you will be registered also. Uh, we have a mechanical engineering degree and working as a planning engineer. Can we have any option to register as a planning engineer? Unfortunately, no, engineer. I can't see the name of the person who's asking, but unfortunately, no, you can't. We register you based on your equivalency certificate. If your equivalency is mechanical engineer, then you will be registered as a mechanical engineer. Someone also is asking no change, renew in the same company. If it's in this, if it is in the same company, then why do you want to change the employment status, engineer? Employment status is fixed. You are working in Abu Dhabi, living and working in Abu Dhabi. Then why do you want to change the employment status? And you didn't change the company. Engineer Imran is asking, uh, he's about to do the master degree. After 2 years, I am supposed to do the equivalency again and do all the necessary process with the latest degree achieved. Yes. I have mentioned also in the workshop that it's mandatory to attach the bachelor degree certificate and the equivalency. Master is not mandatory for you to attach. Okay? So please go through the process of doing the equivalency of your bachelor degree. Master, later on, inshallah, when you finish it, you can add it later on after 2 years. Engineer Hani Faraj, thank you, ma'am, for answering my previous question. Another question, please. If I am a civil engineer, is it possible during the registration to choose the engineering profession as I would like, main roads, steel, or based on what the professional will be assigned? No, Engineer Hani, it's not based on what's assigned. It's based on the activities mentioned in the trade license of the company's trade license. If you are a civil engineer and you are working in a company that has these activities, then you will find them in the engineering profession and you will be able to register yourself under these activities. But if the company doesn't have these activities, then it will not appear for you. So it all depends on the activities added in the trade license. If you have any more questions, just please feel free to ask me. We still have time. And also, if you can please answer the questions of the survey or do the survey, the workshop survey. As I've mentioned, if you have any topics that you would like us to talk about, let us know. We will conduct a workshop for these topics. Okay, someone is asking, Mahmoud, if I am approved in Sharjah, does it help in Abu Dhabi for being practical engineer or every municipality is separated? Yes, Engineer Mahmoud, each municipality has its own rules and regulations. So you will be registered under Abu Dhabi's regulations. I think I have, until now, I have answered all the questions. Just please feel free to ask anything. If you have any issues, if you want us to take our opinion in a degree or something, or how to apply, if you have more inquiries, you have the CFU email. Just feel free to send us an email. We will answer you, inshallah. Okay. Uh, no more questions. It's okay. It seems that everything was clear. I really hope that. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for joining us today. Um, Inshallah, we will conduct another workshop next month. Still not decided. It will be in English or in Arabic, but you will receive for sure an invitation throughout the email. Thank you again for everything, for joining us today, and we will see you in next workshops. Take care and bye.